schools. Robert Jenrick, in his press conference explaining his defection, was quite sharp in his criticism of the Conservative record. We can just hear what he said.
The Shadow Chancellor, Mel Stride, has rightly attacked Labour for hiking taxes to fund more scrounging. But there's just one problem. He was the Cabinet Minister who oversaw the explosion of the welfare bill. And it was him who blocked the reforms that are needed. Priti Patel, the Shadow Foreign Secretary, created the very migration system that enabled 5 million migrants to come here.
Was he wrong to say those things?
Yes, he was, because he was in cabinet longer than Mel Stride. I think it's extraordinary to come out and criticise former colleagues in this way. And, you know, everyone watching your show will have a work colleague like this, or a former work colleague, a drama queen. It's always somebody else who's done something. It's never them. They were not there at the scene of the, of the problems. But when there's something to take credit for, they rush to the front. And what I say to everyone is that he's not my problem anymore. He's Nigel Farage's problem.
But he was the immigration minister for a year, 2022, 2023. But when he says Priti Patel lost control over migration and enabled 5 million migrants to come in, that is true. And the welfare bill was rising hugely while Mel Stride was the Secretary of State. So while you say that he's wrong to say these things because it's disloyal, on the substance he's correct.
It is pretending that he had nothing to do with it and he was an innocent bystander.
So he's as guilty as you?
Yeah, I'm not
he's as guilty as you because both of you were in government when this happened.
And me for much less longer. I was not even in Parliament for the 14 years. I only came in halfway through. But the point I'm making is that we made mistakes. We lost the election. What we need to do is acknowledge the mistakes and come up with a better plan. What he's doing is saying, oh, it was this person, it was that person, nothing to do with me, I'm all right. And I think that people...
He's actually saying that he doesn't think you can acknowledge them sufficiently and turn it round sufficiently, and therefore he thinks reform has to be the change. That's his argument.
No, I think he only realised that after he'd been kicked out. This is someone who stood to be leader of the party not that long ago, stood to be leader and said...
And lost to
you.
Yes,
and lost to me. I don't think it is credible at all that you say to people, oh, we can do this, put me in charge, and then the minute they don't win, say, I never liked any of you anyway, I'm off. I don't think that is correct.
After his defection, or maybe it was Nadeem Zahawi's defection, or maybe it was Andrew Rosendale's defection, that you were 100% sure there would be no more defections. Now the trouble
That's not what I said.
From the shadow cabinet.
I said from the shadow cabinet, and there haven't been, and there won't be from the shadow cabinet.
There won't.
What I have said,
definitely not.
Andrew Rosendale was a shadow minister.
Yes, but he was not in the shadow cabinet. But what I am saying is that Nigel Farage is doing my spring cleaning for me. If people do not belong in the Conservative Party, if they just want to jump around to whichever party they think will win,